A nearly six-figure fraud scheme unraveled in Buncombe County is part of what the FBI calls a growing national crime wave.
Thieves exploited vulnerabilities left in the wake of Helene. Tonight, 9 people, here they are, they face charges in what detectives call one of the largest fraud rings in the county.
Investigative reporter Jennifer Emmert uncovers justice system failures that let a ringleader on probation strike again.
Oh, goody. A delivery.
Joyce Austin's Swannanoa driveway was once a safe place for deliveries to land.
It's probably something for my daughter. My oldest daughter has all of her things delivered here.
Since May 3rd, routine packages now come with a jolt of fear.
But you know, I didn't realize that I needed to sit here and just stare at my mailbox till the mail arrived.
Toward the middle of May, while Joyce was balancing her checkbook, 3 purchases at Ulta caught her eye.
Somebody has hit our checking account. I don't know how. I don't know.
A trip to the bank brought the issue to light.
I told her, I said, I have ordered checks, but I haven't gotten them. So she looked in the system and she said, and you haven't gotten them? And I said, no. And she said, they were delivered May 3rd.
So she drove to Ulta to confront the manager.
She did find it on video. She said it was 2 men and a woman and that they had done it on the 3rd. They had to have taken them and went like straight to the store because I believe that the lady said it was around 1 o'clock. I wanted them caught. I was mad. I was very angry for people to do that.
Out $1,100, the Austins called the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office. Detectives Tawny Jones and David Reed had been following leads for 5 months and reviewed Ulta's surveillance.
There would be times when the bank would recognize something that was off and they would notify our agency as well, reach out to us and say, hey, something doesn't look right about this. So they were very instrumental in catching some of these fraud checks.
The Austins' new checks were an easy target. Other stolen checks were washed or altered.
They would clear the name off of the paid to line. They would alter the check with another individual's name. And then they would have another individual or themselves would go into various businesses throughout Buncombe County or banks, and they would cash those checks.
What detectives consider one of Buncombe County's largest fraud rings targeted vulnerable areas like Swannanoa, raking in more than $100,000.
And there was also a lot of good, agencies that sent checks to help members of the community in Swannanoa, and some of those checks got intercepted as well.
In June, a friend alerted Joyce to more activity.
She saw a bright blue car in the top of my son's driveway.
Near the mailbox, detectives were alerted and the U.S. Marshal's Office arrested Angela Queen and Wesley McCrary, securing bags of mail and charging them for conspiring with 7 others.
In some ways, she would take advantage of community members that are maybe struggling with addiction, that are the unhoused population.
Queen's charges are staggering, more than 100 counts, half for larceny and ID theft. What rattles Joyce most, Queen was on probation and the streets when her checks were taken.
But she's got so many serious crimes, it's like, okay, Why?
Court records expose warrants for Angela Queen were issued in January and February by both the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office and Asheville Police, respectively, on theft and fraud charges. Repeatedly, Queen was released on bond despite probation violations and missed court dates. Following June's arrest, she was granted bond again when Judge Gary Gavinas revoked her probation July 3rd, sending her to prison. As the other 8 take their turn in the courtroom, detectives want you to remain cautious.
Once somebody obtains your checking account information, they can do a ton of things with that. They can use it online with your routing number and account number. So there's various ways that they can manipulate the system just with getting one copy of your physical check.
If you experience something suspicious, report it.
The longer you wait, the information is no longer there. The video footage is no longer there. So it's more difficult to recover any type of financial loss that they may have incurred.
I get mad just knowing that people want something for nothing.
Joyce is angry the business followed the rules by asking for a license, but not enough to notice it didn't match the stolen checks.
3 different checks of mine and 3 different people. And that wasn't a red flag? To somebody?
She encourages everyone in Buckeye Cove, including her grandson missing his last check from an employer, to report anything suspicious.
And I know we got our money back, but it's the principle of it. Don't take from people. Just don't.
I reached out to Angela Queen's attorney, who didn't want to comment on the charges. This is an ongoing issue. We continue to investigate individuals charged with serious crimes released on bond only to offend again. Queen is now serving nearly 6 years for her probation violation. I've got more on Queen's previous charges and how you can report missing items at WLOS.com.